Yum. Alright. Guess what we are? We outside the bank. Ooh, y'all, this hair is so through. I gotta make it to Friday, y'all. My hair appointment not till Friday, but we gonna make it because that's why I just got out the shower. I said, oh, I need to make it to the bank before I start my driving school classes. Quick update. Yes, I have had the MVA is making me do driving school classes just so I can get and or keep my license straight. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, so I have that from 2 to 4. So I said, well, let me run up here and go to the bank real quick before all of that starts. Anyway, so how are you? How are you guys on this faithful... Today is actually Monday. So yeah, I said, let me go ahead, come up to the bank, make a deposit. Speaking of bank, we got to talk. I want to talk about dancing, dating. Let me get out the car. And dollars. Yes. Dancing, dating, and dollars. We're gonna talk about, do they mix? Do they not? And this is actually part 2. I actually did a video a couple months ago, dancing, dating, and dollars, part 1. But right now, as we make our way into the bank, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it a little bit, because one thing that I've learned is how much of a, on top of everything else, a distraction dating can be whilst you're still on a mission and dancing and everything. Get some hand sanitizer. Excuse me. So it's really, really important to know where you stand pertaining to dating whilst dancing. So we're gonna talk about that, because right now, like I said, we're in the bank. We're gonna make this deposit. Grab my deposit slip, fill it out, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh yes, we had to go and deposit those funds. Now got it. Okay. I'm just vibing out a little bit. You guys have been so supportive and have also asked me, oh, well, I've heard in the comments, oh, who's this boyfriend? Oh, you're in a relationship all of a sudden? Oh, I've just been hearing little things left and right. So I'm going to address it. Yes, I am now in a relationship. I do have a boyfriend. And I am actually very happy at this point. So a few things that I want to go over is basically, because again, the video is dancing, dating, and dollars, and this is actually part 2. So what I'd like to touch on in this part of the video is why I stayed single for so long. And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm actually, I went ahead and just wrote out an outline, because I had a few points that I wanted to touch on, and I just really didn't want to. I wanted to make sure that I didn't get off track, and that I touched on everything. So yeah, let's start there. Let's start at why I stayed single for so long. The reason why I stayed single for so long was because of the challenges that do come with dating when you are a professional dancer and you take your dancing career as serious as you would any other career. For me, this is the business. You know what I mean? I don't work a 9-to-5 regular square job outside of my hustle. My hustle is my business. I am the business. So with that being said, the number one challenge, the number one reason for why I stayed single for so long was because of the challenges that do come with dating or trying to date seriously when you're dancing and when you take your craft as seriously as I do. So let's go over some of those challenges, okay? Here we go. So challenge number one, again, that's why I'm looking down. Challenge number one is comfortability within a relationship. So for me, I'll speak for myself and I'll speak for a lot of women. When you do find someone who you really like and everything's great, you tend to get comfortable. And within that comfortability, you can find yourself, and I don't just mean, comfortable, just, oh, I'm home and I'm comfy. I mean comfortable within your relationship, especially if you are with someone who is able to, meet all of your needs, emotional, financial, all of the above, right? So it makes it that much easier to, when you're comfortable in your relationship, or again, speaking for myself, that was one of the challenges that I was aware of about myself as far as being comfortable in a relationship. If I'm comfortable, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna want to go out and hustle as hard. That's just the reality of the situation. So challenge number one, comfortability in relationship, is one of the main reasons why I stayed single for so long. I just did not want to, which actually brings me to my next challenge. I did not want to become distracted. What I would like to call relationship distraction syndrome. So from that comfortability, now you're comfortable, your man is taking care of you. Us ladies, we it's this chemical that we secrete when we are really being satisfied. Something similar to a drug. So when that happens, you're comfortable, you're feeling secure, everything else. So now this makes it very easy to become distracted. And when you are distracted within your relationship, what's going on in the relationship, oh, we going to the park today, we're going to the movies tomorrow. Like me myself, my favorite time of year is Halloween, girl. So for me, I've been all about, oh baby, I want to go to the goddamn pumpkin patch, I want to go to the haunted house, or shit, yeah, maybe the pumpkin patch, a haunted hayride. We have this thing up here, Field of Screams. You know what I mean? I like to do things centered around the time of year with the Halloween and everything else. So for me, it's just a really good time for me to be able to do stuff with my partner. And yeah, so with me wanting to do this, guess what? If I want to go on haunted hayride, the pumpkin patch, and go carve pumpkins and all this, and be booed up, it naturally will distract me from what it is that I feel as though I'm supposed to be focused on, which is making this money. One of you guys commented in the section like, oh, you got a boyfriend, hold up, wait a minute, don't let him, come in messing up the routine. And when I seen this comment, all I couldn't do nothing but laugh and agree. She's absolutely right. He does not need to come in and mess up the routine that I have going as far as my consistency and my work ethic. It's very, very easy to do. Again, for me, I definitely get relationship distraction syndrome. And I don't know, it's probably not a real, this is just the term I'm giving it, y'all, relationship distraction syndrome. That's something that I get distracted because things are getting good, and you just naturally want to spend time together. And not to say that you're spending all your time together, but between me being comfortable in my comfort zone, in my lair, in my home, when even like right now, he's not here, but I'm so comfortable. It's whether he was here or not, I could be distracted just in my own comfort. So adding him to the element and bringing him into the picture when he comes around, oh my God, yes, now I'm distracted because I might want to go to, oh baby, oh, what, you trying to take me out to eat? Or, oh, okay, we're going to go by the lake. And you know what I mean? There's so many things to be distracted by within your relationship. It just becomes really, really easy to get unfocused on the money. So that is challenge number 2, which brings me to another challenge. Another reason why I stayed single for so long was because of the importance of being able to find someone who can match your energy level, who can match you energetically, because otherwise what'll happen is you run the risk of being drained. And I'm going to give you, I'm just going to try to give you a better example, try to paint a picture. What I mean by this is, as dancers, right? As a dancer, as an entertainer, we are endowed with the beauty, the entertainment. You know what I mean? People come around us to be entertained. People can sometimes be enamored with the beauty, with the hair, with the makeup, with the body, with the way we, come across, the way we dance, just everything else. There's a lot to be there's a lot to be attracted to in a dancer. The other thing is, because of the lifestyle that we live, we can, for those of us who, again, speaking for myself, I do not live a regular 9 to 5 lifestyle. I, at this point in my life, have the freedom and autonomy to move how it is that I choose to move and as I see fit, because I run my own business as a dancer. So, because of that, not only am I running my own business as a dancer, but I am actually it's very lucrative and very successful for me. So, as a dancer, like I said, you know, I already have the element of attraction, and then when you add in the extra element of, wow, I'm actually doing well financially, these two things, when you combine these two things, you have an object of beauty and an object of energetically, wow, this person is able to generate money, and they live this lifestyle where they're so free, because there really isn't, not to say that I don't, of course I got problems just like everybody else, but the point that I'm making to you is, my problems and someone else's problems tend to be a little different. The you know what I mean, because of the money that is involved, the type of money that we make as entertainers is going to be very, very different from the type of money that someone would make just living a regular 9 to 5 lifestyle. So just to sum it all up, again, you have to, for me, the challenge was, as far as bringing it home, why I stayed single for so long, because it was very hard for me to find someone who could match me energetically in terms of their lifestyle, finances, and everything, and also bringing it to my second point, which, when I say lifestyle, their outlook on money, their outlook on finances, and their outlook on my lifestyle in general. Because my fourth bonus challenge that I'm going to throw out there is the importance of, and I guess it just ties into what we're already talking about, as far as finding someone who can match you energetically, finding someone who is on your level, either matching or exceeding the level that you are within your life, within your career, just everything else. Because I find, for me personally, it will present a problem again. And then I'm basically an empath, so not only am I able to sense other people's feelings, and I feel them strongly, I feel my own feelings very, very strongly, right? So I can sense when I'm being drained. And if I'm around someone who, for whatever reason, they're not having the same luck as me, they're things just aren't flowing for them as well as things may be flowing for me. Maybe they aren't really, as far as their mindset, for whatever reason, they just aren't really comfortable with, having a girlfriend who goes out and dances, as a stripper for a living. For whatever reason, they just can't get over that. So this is what I mean energetically, that someone who like that just would not match me energetically. Number one, you're going to start draining my energy. What'll happen, you'll be around someone like this. Let's say you're a dancer, right? Everything's going good, you go out every night, you're making your money, you're doing this, you're doing that, but you're with someone who, for whatever reason, maybe they're just having the hardest time getting it together. Now they get with you, and perhaps, don't get me wrong, perhaps now maybe they can start to, from you being an example, your hustle, your ethic, your work, just whatever, maybe you become an inspiration to them, and then they are able to match and exceed the level that you're at. That'll be the perfect situation. But in another situation, here it is again, everything may be going fine, you're doing what you're doing, they're doing what they're doing, and maybe you find yourself going down, and now you see them going up. This would be And when I say going down, going up, it could be financially, emotionally, whatever. If you find yourself, damn, now you're around this person, you're drained. Maybe you're not doing your makeup every day. You're not doing your hair every day. You're not feeling good every day. You're not, just whatever it is, this person is energetically draining you. And, but you can't figure out why. But yet they're happy, they're good, doing good, they're succeeding, everything else. This could be a case of because you guys just weren't really matching each other energetically to begin with. They came around and was able to siphon off your energy, right? So now your energy level's going down and theirs is going up, right? So like I said, vice versa. The perfect situation would be where you guys can kind of just meet in the middle. You're with someone who matches you, you know, just enough energetically. And hey, maybe they're able to, like I said, it's nothing wrong with being able to inspire someone, and you know, your energy inspires them, and now because of that, you know, your energy's here, their energy's here, and you guys are just continually meeting each other's energy level going up. Or maybe they're a little bit here, you're here, and they're helping to bring you up. For me, that is the perfect situation. So again, that is another reason why I stayed, and I didn't mean to ramble about it so long, but I just needed to really make a clear point in terms of the importance of being able to find someone who matches you energetically, because I promise you, you will get drained. You will get drained, or they will get drained, and now you are wondering why they're running away from you. So very, very important, something that people don't think about. So again, these would be the 3 main challenges of why I stayed single for so long. But yes, I am definitely, you know, I'm happy now. I'm in this relationship currently. And it's mainly because, yes, he understands my lifestyle. He understands. Yes, I am a dancer now. My mama ain't been down to the bordello. You know, apparently he ain't having that. And I would not have it either. I feel as though if I am to be in a relationship, an entertaining relationship, then yes, the extent of my hustle is going to, you know, be limited to the club. But that's okay, you know, because again, his purpose right now is to be my companion and my company and my provider and protector and everything else that he signed on to do. So I am currently happy, and I intend to continue to be happy. But what I'm gonna wrap up in saying is the last challenge and why I stayed single for so long is because of the paradox. The paradox to all this happiness is that as an entertainer, you know, we do live somewhat of a taboo lifestyle. And, you know, if it comes down to it, right, because you, here it is, you know, you were living this lifestyle, you're dancing, you're beautiful, you're making all this money. Now all of a sudden you find yourself in a relationship, you know, maybe one of these challenges that I just threw out there, comfortability, distraction, non-matching energy levels could present themselves, and now for whatever reason you're finding yourself at a crossroads, right? So now here it is, the time to make that decision. And if you remember in the movie Heat, right, Robert De Niro saying, look man, you know, you can't attach yourself to anything that when you feel that heat hitting around the corner, if you can't drop it in 5 seconds flat, don't attach yourself. So the paradox is, within that crossroads, you have to make a choice. Let's say that some of these issues are presenting themselves within the relationship, right? So now it comes a time where you have to make a judgment call. Are you going to allow, let's say your partner, for whatever reason, let's say it comes to a time when, and this isn't what's going on in my relationship, I'm just saying, you know, now in past relationships, because again, if you watch the first video, Dancing, Dating, and Dollars, this was actually a issue in past relationships, right? Where the guy that I was with at the time, baby father and or husband, at a point in time, one point in time or another, they both said the same thing. They both said, I feel as though, you know, I'm because of the lifestyle that I was living, right? So in those instances, it came a time where I had to make a judgment call. Do I continue to shrink myself to be able to cater to their male egos and to, you know, their feelings and everything else? and be considerate to the relationship in that way? Or do I hold my ground and my livelihood and have that take precedence over how I may feel about the situation emotionally? And in both those cases, that's what I did. I ended up having to make that judgment call and say, well, look, I understand this is how you're feeling. I'm so sorry you're feeling like that. But at the end of the day, my career and what I have built for myself up to this point had to come first. It's a very, very tough call to make, but you will, and you can and will find yourself at that crossroads. So will you be able to, make that judgment call if it comes down to it? Are you going to choose the relationship, or are you going to choose the bag, basically? So again, just to lay it out, that would be the number one important reason why it's so important to make sure that, you are with the right one, that they understand where you are in your life, they understand your grind, your hustle, and that they are in full support of it. Because if not, you can definitely more than likely find yourself at that crossroads that we just talked about, and you're gonna have to make a judgment call. And either you're gonna choose to shrink yourself to be with this person out of love and codependence, whatever, feelings, all of the above, or you're gonna make that really tough decision and decide, you know what, I really do love you, I really want to be with you, but I cannot let the fact of us being in this relationship cause me to let everything that I've worked for fall. So hopefully you never have to find yourself at that point as I did. And again, it has been I've been single up to this point, y'all, for almost 3 years. It has taken 3 years, 2.5, I'll say more to the tune of 2.5 years for me to find myself in a serious relationship again, because of these challenges that I just put out there. So for me, I had to be able to check each one of them off, y'all. You know what I mean? Okay, this is why I'm staying single. Can I be with this person? Do they match me energetically? Do they meet all my needs? And if when the time comes, would I be able to make this judgment call? Am I strong enough to do that? And at this point, I made the decision to start dating, which means I have to make the decision to also take that risk. And I did, y'all. I jumped out there. So now my mama still got a boyfriend, y'all. So again, I'm very, very happy. And like I said, those are just the 3 main reasons why I did stay single for so long. But now, he's here, and I'm just going to enjoy us being together and enjoy his company, enjoy his time. Y'all, he really is like just so perfect for me. I mean, I really can't. It was hard to say no. Like, what do you, I don't know what else to say. It was so hard to say no. Someone that I've known, grew up with them, got the same circle of friends, and they basically made it a point to let me know how they felt and let me know that they didn't want to leave me to wonder, and they wanted to be with me, and I just so happened to feel the same way. So bam, there it is. That's how you get the relationship. And oh my god, y'all, I know, like, y'all was like, oh, what, boyfriend, how you get a boyfriend? Well, baby, that's how it happens, that's how it happened, boo. He wanted me. And he was willing to step up and do what was necessary to get me. That's another thing. Because I really want to wrap up this video. I didn't intend for it to be this long. I'm thinking I'm going to give y'all like a little 10-minute video. But whatever. But I'm just going to sign off and say, definitely, yeah, I was speaking on dating and all that stuff. But I did not know that I myself would end up in a, relationship this fast. But I'm happy. And I hope you guys are happy for me too. And yeah, maybe I'll do another video on like some other relationship stuff. I don't know. Let me know if that's something that y'all want to see. But for right now, I'm gonna let y'all go. So just remember what I said. If you're gonna be in a relationship, just make sure that you have the stick-to-itiveness and the steadfastness to not allow it to throw you off focus and off course of what you're doing, unless it is something that unless you are to the point where you like, you know what, I'm ready to retire, and my boyfriend slash fiance slash husband is offering me an alternative, a financial alternative. That's a whole nother horse of a color, baby. You know, if that's what you're trying to go do, I mean, the point is to be able to elevate. But I'm speaking solely to those of us who are still in the trenches. We are still on the grind. We still on the hustle. We still trying to, you know, I don't know what your goals is, baby, but I'm trying to, you know, stack up at least another little 10 grand before the end of the year. I mean, and if I'm with somebody who, you know, you're not on the same mission, it's just not going to match. It's not going to match, it's not going to mesh, and it's not going to add up. But anyway, so I've done enough rambling for right now. Again, those are my 3 main reasons and challenges as to why I stayed single for so long. And I hope you like this video. For right now, this is Mama Monster signing out, y'all. I'll see y'all later.